Illegal marijuana grow sites linked to the Chinese Communist Party and even the Chinese mafia are taking root all over the state of Maine. Steve Robinson, the editor-in-chief of the Maine Wire, has been investigating this for many years, and he joins us now. Steve, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kara.
Great. So there was an inferno near an old shoe factory you're reporting that appears to involve one of these illicit drug sites, and some of the growers are linked to Chinese gangs, it looks like, out in New York. Do I have that all correct?
Yes, this was actually on Friday. There was a large fire at a facility in Wilton that was raided in November of 2023 by the Wilton Police Department and Maine's Office of Cannabis Policy, which at the time confiscated over $1 million in illegally grown cannabis. Now, for some reason, the state's regulators and local officials decided to reissue licenses to nearly a dozen Chinese nationals who would go on to continue growing marijuana at this site. There's no indication of what started the fire here, but there are people in Wilton who are suspecting that this was a case of arson. The fire started around 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday. The site is a complete loss. I was there earlier this morning. The building is totally destroyed. They won't be making shoes or growing marijuana at that facility at any point in the future. And according to our investigations, this facility was one of more than 300 throughout the state of Maine, where Chinese criminal organizations are growing and trafficking marijuana illegally. This facility was on the list that the Department of Homeland Security compiled under President Joe Biden, not under President Trump. When they compiled that list of sites linked to Asian transnational criminal organizations. So this was definitely a grow facility, but it won't be growing marijuana anytime soon.
And even if it was arson or if it was an electrical fire, speak to the fact about, as you and I have talked about before on this topic, that a lot of these illegal grow sites, there's a lot of electrical rewiring that can make some of these homes, a lot of times it ends up actually being residential homes, right? Can make them quite dangerous, and they're right up against other homes. And also it increases energy prices. Could you also explain that to the audience?
Yeah, so this was actually, this one that burnt down was unique in that it was at a commercial facility. The majority of the illegal Chinese grows we have in Maine are in residential facilities. The organizations have taken advantage of the fact that real estate is cheap, you can hide in rural areas, and you can refit these residential homes into marijuana grows. Those almost always involve using more electricity than the property is equipped to deal with. And we have seen smaller electrical fires, but those are very obvious. You can see right from where the power line goes into the house, the fire starts right at the electrical box because they're trying to use too much electricity. That wasn't the case here. And this was a professional installation that was growing marijuana long before the Chinese criminal organizations moved in. This had a very large power entrance, probably 800 amps, three-phase power. So I really doubt that this was caused by any kind of electrical malfunction. It had been functioning as a marijuana grow for a very long time. Something within the interior of this building started the fire. And we have some pictures and some video of it that we'll be posting if we haven't already posted them. I'm not a trained fire investigator, but I'm guessing that this was arson. And that would almost be scarier than an electrical fire, Kara, because if it was arson, then we have just a few possibilities. One is that this was an internal dispute, a disgruntled employee, or a rival Chinese gang setting fire to a very profitable facility operated by an Asian criminal organization, or it was vigilantism by someone in Maine who's in the cannabis business and is disgruntled over the fact that the state appears to not be enforcing the laws against people of Chinese descent who are growing marijuana here illegally. And the third potential option, which law enforcement sources have hinted at to me, is that you could see Central American cartels taking out their competition in the Chinese organized crime world. So little sleepy Maine, up here in New England, could be quickly becoming home to a gang warfare between rival drug gangs.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.